Hey everyone, it's April and welcome back to my channel. In today's video is my 2022 Halloween home tour. If you missed my front porch decorations, definitely check out that video. And this is what the inside looks like. And I'm here with Benny, Baron, and Brody, as always, to help be your tour guides. If you are new, definitely consider subscribing. I would love to have you be a part of my channel. And without further ado, let's get on into the tour. First things first is my house is definitely a mixture of primitive and whimsical when it comes to Halloween decorations. I got this blanket, which the dogs are so kindly modeling this year from Home Goods. It is Ray Dunn. And then my pillows on the couch are kind of a little collection of different things. The buffalo check ones are just pillow covers from Amazon. The pumpkin shaped one is from Home Goods. It's the Novogratz brand. And I think the two that have words are both from Burlington, and the ghost was from TJ Maxx. Next, I got this wreath this year with these kind of like sugarized candy corn. I thought it was adorable. I got it at a local shop, so I decided to put that around my lantern and make like a cute Halloween centerpiece. Moving up here, this is one of my newer shelves, my first time decorating it for Halloween. A lot of different things. I have a Boyd's Bear cat up there, a wooden candy corn, a ghost I made, that mummy there with the gauze I made, and then just some more primitive items, a cute witch, the sign with the two little pumpkins I made, and this pumpkin kind of floating ghost. Love him, definitely primitive. I have a lot of things by the same woman who makes that, and you will see them throughout my home, including this. I don't really have a name for him, but I got him last year. He's definitely one of my absolute favorite primitive items that I own. Like, look at the little details, his toes, and just the way he's distressed. And I love that he's holding like that little mini skeleton head on a stick. And he came on that like wooden backing. You could take him off if you want, but I just attached the whole thing to my barn door. Next, I got these buffalo check curtains this year. I ordered them off of Amazon. I had my normal like white flowy curtains, and I just wasn't feeling it. I thought it needed to have a little bit more Halloween in this part of the house. So I splurged and bought them. This witch hat garland that I have hanging from the ladder, that was from Michael's a few years ago. They might still have something very similar. And then over here, I did have something on the other side. Like, it wasn't just kind of off like this, like with the boo sign in the corner. The other side had something, but the sign fell and broke. So I just left it like that for now. Not happy with it, but at one point it was really cute. Down here, I just got a witch hand that was from Yankee Candle. Oh, this little pumpkin down here hanging, that's just like a little primitive thing I got from a local shop. And then this is another primitive made by that lady. It's a cat with a really long neck. And I love that little pumpkin that she's holding. So cute. Over here, this primitive witch was a gift from my mom a few years ago. She's definitely a little creepy, but I love her. And then on these farmhouse shelves, just have a little collection of a lot of different things. The pumpkin cat, I know he's primitive by Kathy. The ghosts I got at TJ Maxx, and I added that little bead garland. And down here, just a crow. The guy holding his head is one of the Boney Bunch characters from Yankee Candle. I have a lot of them. I just don't display them because I do not have the room. Contemplating on selling them one of these days and just keeping some of my faves. Those three witches were from TJ Maxx. And I don't know, I just love all those things together. Kind of kept it similar to last year, but just added a few more things on there. And then on my little space heater over here, I got this at a craft fair a few weeks ago. Thought it was really cool. It's like an old, like, I don't know, like a oil funnel or something, and they like carved out the face and added the light. I think it'd be really cool to hang it, but didn't really have time, so it's just sitting there. Maybe next year. On this bench, I just have a collection of pillows. The candy corn one was from Marshall's. My teddy bear that I keep out all year round, I just added a witch hat to her head and a pumpkin in his hand. I'm calling it a his or a her. I don't know what it is. I'm going to say it's a boy, but he won't be wearing a witch hat then, would he? If you hear dogs squeak toys, you know what's going on in the background here. The skeleton garland is actually from Dollar Tree this year. I thought that was really, really cute for $1.25. And up here on my awning, I just have a felt ball garland. I think that was from Michael's. And then I have a primitive cat hanging in the center. And here's one more look of this side of the room and what it looks like. Usually I have some lights up on the ladder too, but my batteries went dead because I had some friends over the past like 2 weekends and I had everything on and they kind of drained. The mummy there is from a antique mall, got a few years ago. The skeleton with the pumpkin head, I believe that was from the store Gabe's. And then on my hutch, I have a lot of different Halloween things. We'll start down here on the bottom. First, I have these wooden ghosts. I got 3 of them for only $5 one year at a craft fair, and I thought that was a deal. And then the primitive spider on the left was something new I got this year. That black and white pumpkin is from Home Goods. The brooms are from Target Dollar Spot. And then the skeleton holding a sign, I got at a yard sale this year, and I meant to put something in the sign, but I just couldn't come up with anything, so it's blank. But next year I will definitely put something on there. And on this shelf is a lot of like newer items, definitely primitive things. The bats, I think I got those last year, but I love how they're old, but yet they have the glitter on the edges. This gauze ghost I made, just have like a flickering candle in there. I actually made about 20 of them and sold them at craft fairs this year. This little skeleton guy or ghost, I don't know what he is. I got him this year, as well as Mr. Candy Corn. He came with some little candy corns as well. I got him off of Facebook Marketplace. And then the lady that I said makes all the primitives, I went to her stand at this craft fair this year and I picked up this little beauty. I don't know, I just think of her as like a little old lady ghost because of her hair, but I love the legs with the stripes and the details are so cute. And then this witch here, moving a little string out of her face, she reminds me of the witch from The Wizard of Oz, before she was actually like a witch, like when she was just like the mean old lady neighbor. When she's riding on her bicycle, definitely reminds me of her. And then up on the top shelf, I have a mixture of needle felts and some old bears. This bear I've had him for like a year now. I just switch him out for the holidays. Like I put different things in his hands, give him a new ribbon. Definitely one of my faves. I love his face. And then a few weeks ago, I went to a half price store sale and I got this bear who is very similar on a stand. And I just added a candy corn down by his feet. And then this little needle felt collection. This was a couple of the things that I was waiting on and why the video got a little delayed. But this particular dog one I got last year, and then all the rest were new this year. This little guy here, they're all like mice, but this one's dressed up as a bat, has like a little sparkly tutu, and is holding a pumpkin pail. The one next to her is dressed up as a witch. That one is the brand Primitives by Kathy, but the other ones are from a store I just kind of randomly did a search for online. If anyone's interested, let me know. The dog is like a little witch, and then the candy corn mouse. They are just too sweet. I fell in love with them. You guys know I love collecting like felted mice around Christmas time, so I decided to start a little collection for Halloween as well. It's just a bunch of Hocus Pocus. That sign is from Kirkland's. And moving on over to this corner, I had this Frankenstein on the door last year. Again, got it from a primitive stand at a craft fair. He doesn't stand up. You have to hang him. So I like to put him on the door so he doesn't like bang. Like it's just the perfect thing. Like it's not rattling or anything. So love the detail on him and that little mouse in his hand. Definitely I'm going to keep him for years to come. And then by the same people, I also got this moon kind of skeleton guy. Got that from the same stand and fell in love. And then all the things on here are just like a little mixture of stuff. The cat and that ghost, I got them both this year. The cat reminds me of Binks from Hocus Pocus, of course. And then the little things, they were actually from picks at Michael's. I just took the sticks out of them. And then down here, I have two candy corn Boyd's Bears. Like one's a big one and the other one's the small one. So I put those together. And then on the bottom, these are 3 felt pieces that I got at either Home Goods, Marshall's, or TJ Maxx over the past 2 years. The green one, I like to say he's a little boogeyman. And then moving on over to the fireplace area, this is definitely the most lit up section of the house and just gives me all the feels when I'm sitting on the couch at night watching Halloween movies. I just love looking at all of this. Down the bottom, I just have 2 wooden pieces that I've got from craft fairs. This garland, which I love, they're jack-o'-lanterns and ghosts, and they're made of felt. That was another Home Goods find, and I just think they're really cute and detailed. And then starting over here, the ceramic pumpkins, I have one on each side. They are from Michael's. They were white ones that I painted this year. They're like little craft projects. And then I just have a little collection of different things. Some signs, some I made, some I bought, some black trees, candy corns. And I can't remember where I got the black cats from, but I always thought it was cool that their eyes light up. And just all sorts of things that just remind me of Halloween, like my favorite things. And then this is kind of like a new addition this year. Even though I've had these trees forever, I decided to bring them up because I found a bucket of Halloween ornaments that I used to have on a full-size black tree years ago, and I forgot all about them. So I decided to bring them all out, and look how cute they are. They're all from like Michael's and Pier 1. Some I got at craft fairs. I mean, so cute. I love staring at these at night. They're just the cutest detailed ornaments, and I was really missing them from my life, not having them out these last couple years. So these trees, the big one I got one year at a local fair here actually, and it was only like $20 some, and it came pre-lit. And I had that one up for a few years. And then one day I went to a thrift store. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. And the little one was at a thrift store for only $3. And they are the same exact trees, just one is shorter than the other. And I love that. I love putting them next together and just decorating them up. Hopefully the lights stay working on it for years to come. If not, I will find a way to change them out. But love these trees. I think they just give the fireplace the perfect spooky vibe that I was going for. And then down here, this ghost, I think this was from Home Goods. Got it like 2 years ago, and you can like set a timer, it'll go on every night. And then on this shelf, I just have a whole bunch of little things, a skeleton, that cauldron is a candle I got this year, the Hocus Pocus sign, and the ghost I made. And then up on top are just some Primitives by Kathy magnets. And this primitive ghost in the pumpkin, I got that at the antique mall. On this chair, I have my new Hocus Pocus blanket that I got this year. I mean, how cute is this? It has everything from the movie. I did a haul on this probably like 2 weeks ago. So if you're interested in that, you might be able to still get it. I had the link down in the description box. It was from Kohl's. And then, of course, I added the cat pillow because it reminded me of Binks. And the skeleton pillow I got this year. It's a Nova Gratz brand from Home Goods. Up here, I just have a wreath that I made from, well, the wreath was from Joann Fabrics, and then I just added the pumpkins to it. And then these can lights, I have one on each side. I will show you the other one when we get to that part of the room. But I just have a glittery bat from Dollar Tree and a little mini sign on each of them. Another Halloween blanket and this kind of whimsy, kind of primitive, I don't know, cat. I got that at a thrift store last year. And I decided to change angles. We're going to look this way into the room now, just so you can kind of get a look of what the living room looked like from this, facing in this way. And then now I'm in my dining room. This is like a kind of like wooden slab that they put this material around with a witch boot and a flickering light. My mom actually got that for me a few years ago. This is what the can light looks on this side of the room. And then in this can, I just have a whole bunch of different Halloween picks and ghosts, pumpkins, candy corns, a little of everything. And I had a big door last year that I got with 2 creepy witches on it, and I just didn't feel like bringing it down this year, but I'll definitely bring that back next year. And if you missed it, definitely check out last year's tour. Up here, again, just a whole bunch of different little things that I have, a witch, and I got a yard sale, a boo sign with some trees. I got that wooden witch's hat from a craft fair a few years back. And then over here, the jack-o'-lantern on the bottom, I think that's a Home Goods or Marshall's find. You'll see it better later in the video when I turn the lights out. It flickers really cool. And then this blanket, I believe was from, I don't know, TJ Maxx probably. And then these little ghost lights were from the Target dollar spot. They have little faces on them too. It's just kind of hard to see. And then because Brody wants to go to the bathroom, I will take you in here a second. Another curtain from Amazon. And then, hold on while I open the door here for him. This is like my side yard entrance. This skeleton on burlap, somebody just painted it. I got that at the antique mall probably 2 years ago. And then on this table, I like to call this like my witch table because there's just so many witch themed things on it. Starting with the bottom, the witch hat, which is from TJ Maxx. It's ceramic, but it looks really like old and rustic, which I love. And then these 3 pumpkins I got at a craft festival a few years back. It's made with really cool fabrics and put like cinnamon on them. And this little poison label and the witch's boot or shoe. They're all primitive. And then these 3 witches my mom got for me a few years back. Kind of remind me of the Sanderson sisters just because they're 3 witches, even though they don't look like them. But the details on these are so cute. The little moles on their noses and faces, the straggly hair. So cute. A lot of little pumpkins, and I have these like little mini spiders that someone handmade. I don't even remember where I got those. And then this witch here with like the little striped legs reminds me of a frog. I call her my frog witch just because she has like that really bright green skin, and she's holding like a little moon on a stick. Moving on over to my wooden crates, I have two kind of, they're kind of primitive. The mummy looks primitive. He's really like distressed and kind of dirty looking, but the pumpkins more just like made out of burlap. But I think they are definitely made by the same artist or creator, because they're both like the same exact like body shape and size. Down here, all these light up things are all from Target Dollar Spot throughout the years. And then down here, a couple more primitive things like a pumpkin and two witch heads on sticks. Just kind of have them tucked in the crock with some wooden candy corns. This wreath I got this year. Not sure what's happening. I think I bumped it and like some of the branches need to get like bent up, but I'll fix it later. But nonetheless, it didn't come with any of the pumpkins. I added them. They're just like picks from Dollar Tree. Some of them I painted. And then this little pumpkin lady over here with a bat, she's hanging in my candle hutch. And then above my light switch here, I just have this shelf that has some chicken wire. And I always like to display some like smaller items that I don't have a place for. These two wooden items are from, I think they're Primitives by Kathy. And then I always have a thing for these little mini Boyd's bears, and these Halloween ones, of course, are my favorites. And these two guys I got from the store Boscov's. And like I said, every season I usually have a couple like mini Boyd's bears, so I put them up in there for them to be displayed, and also so my dogs don't get them and think they're toys. Over on this door, it's probably my second favorite thing to decorate. I got this primitive spider. This was something my mom had bought a while ago, and then she sold it to me because she doesn't do a lot of Halloween decorating anymore. The bat I ordered offline on Etsy. And then this sign was from Kirkland's last year. So because it says potions and tonics, I always thought it was fun to display these potion bottles next to it on the shelf. These are all from a local primitive shop that I frequent a lot. She handmade all those, love them. And then this skeleton with the pumpkin, I'm going to call him Mr. Bones. I got that from an Etsy shop. And then that other woman I was talking about from the craft fairs, the one that made like the new ghost lady, she also made this voodoo doll that I bought off of her this year. So cute. Some of my faves for sure. I love all of the details. And then the bottom, I just have another Boney Bunch shelf sitter. And then the pumpkin lady I bought this year. And the cat, I believe, was from the Christmas tree shop. Next, over on my hutch, like I said, in my hutch, I just store all of my dishes and things, so I don't put any decor in there. But I do like to decorate the outside. All of these wooden ghosts and candy corns I got probably 2 or 3 years ago. They move around from year to year when I decorate, but this year I decided to just put them all along the bottom of the hutch. The sign, I think, is Primitives by Kathy, and then these two little guys on the knobs. Couldn't tell you. I think I got them at a yard sale. Then up on the top is a witch hat garland. Got that last year as at a craft fair, and I actually had these hanging on the ladder last year, but I switched them out. I just like all that old gauze hanging from them. And then up at the top, I have some purple bat lights and just a couple different things. I think that sign was from Michael's, and the other things I've just had for a long time. On this shelf, I have a couple different things. That light up pumpkin head is from TJ Maxx. The ghost I made. And then this sign I also made. I printed out that picture from Hocus Pocus on the computer and just framed it. And love how that turned out. It's a very cheap and inexpensive way to make your own artwork. The Boo sign I made using some leftover wool. And then the Hocus Pocus book is probably I would say it's my favorite thing I've ever DIY'd. I got a book from the Dollar Tree, and I got some Model Magic clay and some puffy paint, an eyeball from a pack at Dollar Tree, and I don't know, I just looked off of it and made this, and I never in a million years thought it was going to turn out as great as it did. And if I would have known, I probably would have filmed it and did a tutorial for you guys. But for now, I'm just going to leave it on the table over here so I can show you what's in there. It's just some old teddy bears. Just a little collection I have going. Again, the curtains from Amazon. And they match like my runners and stuff perfectly. And if you watched probably my first Halloween haul of this year, I got this primitive witch, which the detailing is wonderful. I love her shoes and her clothes and just everything about her. And I was just going to buy her, but then I saw little Frank here and I just couldn't resist. He has like some cotton strings on his face here. Not sure where those came from. There he is. So cute. Like, look at that face. And then he even has like little bolts coming out of his neck. I just fell in love with the two of these, and they were definitely my splurge item for this Halloween, but just knew they had to come home with me. On the table here, just the remote control that is for the candles inside this lantern. I decided to make like my own little centerpiece. I have a needle felted spider that I made, the ghost I made. There's some little pumpkins and needle felted candy corns in here. And then the skeleton that's hanging from the candle, I think that was from Yankee Candle a few years back. And I don't know, I just love it. Like to just turn it on at night, and just really makes a nice little glow to the room. And then, finally, the last corner of my dining room. The sign, couldn't tell you, had it for a very long time. I probably bought it at a local shop or something like that. My scones here, I just have a primitive bat hanging from it. A primitive skeleton guy. He's just chilling out here on a chair. He even has a cute little bow tie. And there's a candy corn pillow on his lap. And then this tiered tray is definitely devoted to Hocus Pocus. I've showed this probably the past like 3 years when I started collecting these Hocus Pocus Funko Pops. If you don't know what they are, they pretty much have them for like every TV show character you could think of. But those are all from Spirit Halloween. The book I got from an Etsy shop, and along with these cute like signs that say like "Come We Fly" and "I Smell Children." They are from a dear friend who also has an Etsy shop. If you go back into last year's home tour video, I have all of them linked in the description box if you're interested. Not sure if they all still sell the same things, but they had a lot of cute Hocus Pocus stuff. On this mini hutch here, those are 2 needle felts that I made this year. And let's see. So I got 2 mugs that are from Ray Dunn. I would like to get more, but they're so expensive. They're like $15 a piece. And I'm not a huge Ray Dunn collector, but I do like the toppers. That little cat that was hanging on there, that was from Yankee Candle. Some more needle felts that I did. I love this little trick-or-treater. I got her at a yard sale one time. She's one of my favorite pieces. The 2 canisters are from Home Goods. These ghosts are from Marshall's. I apologize, one of them isn't on, but they take like those watch style batteries, and the big one wouldn't turn on, so I guess I need to get some new batteries this year. The mugs on this shelf are all Joanna Parker. I started collecting them this year. I got most of them at Ross. Just so cute. Love the details. Same with that little figure in the middle. I'm not going to go crazy and buy like every piece, but I definitely am on the hunt for some more mugs if I see them. And then on that top shelf, those candy corn style trees are from Target. And that is it for my home tour. I'm going to turn all the lights down now and let you guys get one last look around. I just think it really comes to life at night and gives that spooky feeling that we all love this time of year. Definitely homey and inviting with just the right amount of spooky. I really love just watching Halloween movies and just really taking it all in at night. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour and you are getting excited for upcoming Christmas videos. I know I am, but for now I'm just trying to really just take in Halloween and enjoy it. I can't wait to give to the trick-or-treaters next weekend and dress up for Halloween. I'll even show you guys my Halloween costume that I'm doing for work this year. So definitely, if you are new today, consider subscribing so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Follow me over on Instagram at Housetohome_XOXO. And I will see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of the video.